speaking of, like I said, the silent killers, if you look at with carbon monoxide, because I learned about it a few years ago. I don't know if it was grilling or something, but I heard about it. And carbon monoxide, if you don't know, like say for instance, you can be in a car or even in a house. Like say for instance, that's why I tell you whenever you're grilling, make sure you grill outside, and also like try to grill away a little bit away from like your window or something like that, because that toxicity, that air can come into your window and you won't know because it don't have a smell to it. You don't know, like, okay, something's going on. At the end of the day, a person just, they gone. That's what carbon monoxide do. It's a silent killer. You gotta be mindful of that. Even though it might not be blatantly like up in your face and you know that it's poisonous, know that it'll take you out. However, it could be a silent one. And a lot of times, if a person repeats a cycle that's been going on for years and years, if they don't get rid of that, that could be something that could take them out or cause something else, or it could take them out in another way. And in time, jail time or a bad name, it could be anything like that. That's why you gotta get rid of, instead of you trying to recycle something that God's trying to dispose of. Now, I'm not saying literally like, okay, if you got a carton or something like that, don't recycle it. I'm not saying that at all, because you're supposed to. However, if you look at it, say for instance, it is a canned good, like a water jug that you had before, you're supposed to recycle it. However, if that, say for instance, that water jug is all cut up, or say for instance, that canned good got a whole bunch of food in it, and like maggots in it, or just got a whole bunch of food, you didn't rinse it out before you put it in a recycling bin. Do you think those people, like once they get to the recycling center, whatever the case might be, do you actually think those people are going to keep those materials because they're deemed as recyclable? Nope. They're going to get rid of them. They're going to dispose of them. So what you got to do is dispose of things that is toxic. Stop trying to recycle things that God is telling you is waste material. So I'm trying to recycle things that you know is not of God, that God wants you to get rid of wholeheartedly. Stop trying to save it. Get rid of it. If you look at my other skit, I didn't name Daquan. It could have been any other person. It could have been Raekwon, Shaniqua, because we don't want to make it seem like it's just men that's toxic. Women are toxic as well. And I don't want people with the name Shaniqua or Raekwon to say, oh, they come from me. That's why I try to use names that's like, people can say, oh, this is my name or nothing like that. I don't think nobody named Daquan, but anyways, I'm not trying to come for anybody with that name. However, I'm just using that for example. But even with that skit, that person was still toxic. What I want to tell y'all is, say for instance, if you do get rid of a Daquan, and it doesn't have to necessarily be their name, it could be anybody, whoever your Daquan might be, and you might finally get rid of them after all this time. However, if the other person that you're talking to, are they a Daquan as well? Meaning they got their spirit. Like I said in the other skit, I didn't say their name was Daquan. I didn't say name at all. However, they had the exact same spirit. So what I'm telling you, does the person that you're talking to, or the person that you will be talking to, do they have the exact same spirit? Get rid of it. Stop trying to recycle something that you're not supposed to recycle. Stop trying to recycle toxic and wasted material. Get rid of it all the way. Not halfway, all the way. Just like when you don't eat something and you wipe your mouth and you dispose of it, you don't keep that napkin and say, oh, I'm gonna hold this. It got all spaghetti sauce, it got all meat juice, tomato stuff on it. You don't keep that napkin after you don't wipe your mouth and wipe your hands. They don't like try to keep it, or let me just keep a little piece of it. The part, they get rid of all of it. You got to get rid of all of your toxicity as well. Don't try to hold it. Don't try to recycle it. Get rid of it. Stop recycling toxicity, y'all. Dear Heavenly Father, in Jesus' holy name, help us to stop recycling what you're trying to get rid of wholeheartedly. Help us to stop trying to recycle toxicity, God. But help us to get rid of it. And help us not to take form of it in another person, in another thing. Okay, we might have got rid of our Daquans. However, is this other person dealing with the exact same spirit? Help us to get rid of that as well. Help us to cut away all cycles. It might be hard. It will be hard if we try to do it on our own. That's why we need you 24/7. If those who don't have you, help them to grab hold of you and get their life right. Maybe they might be the Daquans. Help them, Lord, to get their life right, God, so they no longer have to be that toxic person. See and know our worth. In Jesus' holy name, I thank you. So with that being said, y'all like, share, and subscribe to my channel, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.